Hey everyone, Fortnite just dropped their new 5v5 tactical shooter game mode called Ballistic, and man is it a blast to play. In this video, we're going to go over 5 brand new and unique spots on Ballistic's Skyline map that can give you a competitive advantage over the enemy team and help you win games. In order to get into any of these 5 spots, the first thing that you're going to need is the Impulse Grenade as your gadget. And remember, the Impulse Grenade is intended for this mechanic, so don't feel like you are cheating by doing these spots, as it is meant to give you access to potential vantage points. The first few spots that we will go over are for when you're starting on the attacking side of the map. So firstly, after spawning on the attacking side of the map, we should make our way over to the B side of the map. Once here, you will see a yellow generator. We should get on top of this generator and use our Impulse Grenade to launch ourselves onto the cameras that sit high up in the corner. From this spot, we have a clear advantage over many players, either coming from B, from middle map, or even from our own spawn. In fact, this spot can even see far back into the corner of B site, making it a massively good spot to be in. Next up, we have a spot more towards the middle of the map when spawning from the attacking side. First things first though, once we spawn, we buy our Impulse Grenades and make our way towards mid-map, ideally from the A side. Then we can get on top of the bush here and use our Impulse Grenade to launch ourselves onto this giant light pole thing. Be careful though, as the far back corner of this lamp we can't completely stand on and we will slide around. So if we slide just barely off of that part, we can stand on the solid circular base up top and have a massive advantage in the middle of the map. As you can see, we can see people coming from mid-map or from B-side trying to flank A-side, as well as people from A-side trying to flank B-side. Regardless of which way they come from, they will never expect you to be up here. Next up, we have an easier spot that can be done from the attacker's spawn. This one is not as useful as the other 4 spots in this video, but it can have its moment. Right off spawn, be sure to come towards this camera pole and get onto the bench with your Impulse Grenades. Then use them at the ground to launch ourselves on top of the cameras, and from here you can see both entrances into your spawn. Don't worry if you miss your Impulse Grenades here though, because you can actually just get into this spot during the buy phase, so you can continuously buy Impulse Grenades. This spot is not super useful for all circumstances, but if you're the last alive and the enemy team is hunting you down, then you're sure to catch a few off guard and potentially even win the round from this spot. The last spot we will show off from the attacking side is towards the A bomb site. Once the buy phase barrier falls away, we can run forward, climbing over the series of obstacles until we are on top of the small hut on the platform near spawn. From there, we can Impulse Grenade our way onto another camera pole for a slightly better vantage point that will have enemies shocked by you being there. While it isn't too much higher than being on the building below it, it is high enough and so unexpected that you are sure to get a few kills from being up here. You can see back towards your own spawn, towards mid-map, and people coming from B, as well as people rushing mid-cut for an A flank and people who are just rushing from A in general. All in all, this is definitely one of my favorite and most used spots on this list. It's gotten me so many kills time and again. Finally, we get to the defender's side of the map. The only spot I have in this video for this side of the map is on B site. So once we spawn, we should grab an Impulse Grenade and maybe a Smoke Grenade for cover. Then we should run towards B, and once the buy phase barrier comes down, we instantly throw a Smoke Grenade towards the attacking side to prevent them from pushing. From there, we can climb up onto this first crate and then onto this pile of beams. If we aim our Impulse Grenade at the right spot on the beams, we can launch ourselves even higher up to the beams that are floating in the sky, where there's this little ledge that we can perch ourselves on. From this ledge, we can actually see through the windows towards the attackers approaching B site from their spawn. As well, we can see people coming from our spawn or from mid-map. This spot can be beneficial for getting kills easily and just protecting the bomb site as a whole. The amount of times this spot has gotten me kills early in a round or even late round clutches are unmatched, and this is currently my favorite spot to use on the list. And that's it folks, those are 5 insanely good spots you can get into on Fortnite Ballistic mode that will give you an advantage over the competition and help you rank up, earn XP, and win more games. If you enjoyed the video, then I'd greatly appreciate it if you liked the video and subscribe, that way you can stick around for more content like this in the future. Until next time folks, good luck getting into these spots.